Loser goes home. And the pitch. Solid hit, single to center field. So Martin with a single up the middle. It's going to bring up, I should say Savoie with a single up the middle. It's going to bring up Michael Dagenet.
And Brandon Hatley, the pitcher from Manitoba, is from Morden. 6'4", 26-year-old. He's actually already appeared this championship through 2 1/3, nearly 60 pitches.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
He is a big frame. In a loss to Saskatchewan.
Moses Perez is on deck for Team Quebec. Should Dagenet get aboard? 1 on, 1 out, top of 1. And the first pitch is up high, 1-0.
Dagenet is from Trois-Rivières.
Oh, yes.
27-year-old, 5'10".
Stocky catcher.
Played NAIA for Weber International.
Slice to left field, base hit. And they'll put runners at first and second for Team Quebec. That's going to bring up Moses Perez. So 2 on, 1 out, top of 1. He'll be followed by Kevin Tremblay. So 2 straight hits off the bats of Team Quebec.
Perez, one of the leading hitters in the championship, leading this roster at 615.
That's very impressive. On a nice roll, let's see what he does here. On the first pitch, in for a strike.
Perez has 8 hits total in the championship, 5 of which are singles, and 3 of which are home runs.
Oh, he has power.
So he goes big or he goes home.
And the pitch off the screen.
Perez was actually featured in the home run derby as well. Didn't make the finals, but you can see why he was included in that group.
He certainly has power. 2 on, 1 out, top of 1. Hatley on the mound, the left-hander. 0-2 pitch on the way. It's chopped towards third. He makes the play to second for 1. Back to first, and it's going to be a double. No, he's safe. Safe at first base is Perez.
I'd be interested to see the replay on that.
Runner goes to third, and we're going to look at the replay right now.
Bang, bang play.
Let's take a look.
Ooh. Nearly simultaneous. As you know, there are no ties. No tie goes to the runner.
So it's discretionary.
Yes.
2 out, 2 on, first and third. Man in scoring position for Team Quebec, the DH, Kevin Tremblay. Lefty against the lefty. And the first pitch is outside, 0-1. 0-1 to Tremblay. If he should get aboard, it would be Francois Lafreniere.
Tremblay batting .462 thus far. 6 hits. One home run so far.
The 1-0 pitch. In for a strike, it's 1-1. 1-1 the count. Again, first and third, 2 out. The 1-1 pitch on the way. It's way outside. Catcher grabbed it, but the runner went to second.
Perez, I think,
on
was
the play.
Moving on the pitch. Good stab by the Manitoba catcher.
And so now the runners are at second and third with 2 out. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, make it 2-2. So the count runs to 2-2 with runners at second and third scoring position with 2 out.
An important sequence here for Hatley.
2-2 pitch. Down and away, make it 3-2. So the count goes to 3-2. Second and third. 2 outs. And the pitch. He walked him. Close, but he walked him. And that's going to load the bases. So the bases are loaded for the left fielder, Francois Lafreniere.
Lafreniere.
Or Freniere.
Lafreniere. Okay.
Okay.
Has home run power, has 1 home run round tripper this week.
Well, he's got the bases loaded now against the left-handed pitcher. Let's see what he does here with the bases jammed. And the first pitch coming in, he chops it to second. And the runner's going to be tagged out. That'll end the inning by the second baseman, Andrew Lougheed. No runs, 2 hits. And no errors. And the score as we go to the bottom of the first. We are scoreless here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh.
And here's the lineup for Team Manitoba. Leading off playing third base, number 3, Perez. That's second base, number 2.
We're going to go over the Manitoba batting order.
Number 8,
Popplestone, Lougheed, Paddock will be the first 3 batters, followed by Olson, Geeky, Taves, Hillhorse, Tanner, and Ryden. Those are the 9 batters to play in this lineup for Team Manitoba. They'll start off in their bottom half of the first inning. They got out of a jam.
Yep, definitely, and got away with something there a little bit against that strong Quebec line. But Manitoba, interestingly enough, has been getting production from the bottom portion of the order.
And a look at the defensive lineman for Team Quebec. Dagenet, the catcher, LeBlanc at first, Savoie at second, Pelly at short, Bois at third base, and in left field, Lafreniere. In right field is Perez, and then Martin is in right field. And on the mound is Jonathan Paquette. So Paquette, big tall right-hander, on the mound for Team Quebec here in this one.
Paquette's from Saint Isidore, Quebec, 32 years old, 6'4". Has had the opportunity to be drafted not once but twice in the MLB. Once for the Angels of Anaheim, and then went 22nd round to the Phillies.
What's that, a re-entry draft? Okay.
Yeah, you can re-enter after a few years, and he did that out of Champlain College in Quebec. And then I had a short stint with the University of Kentucky in Lexington.
The third baseman, number 3,
in bluegrass country.
Garrett Popplestone will lead things off.
Popplestone's the second leading hitter for this roster at .538. 7 hits thus far.
First pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Popplestone's from Brandon, Manitoba.
1 pitch is low and inside, make it 1-1. 1-1 to Popplestone, as mentioned. Lougheed is on deck, and he'll be followed by Ty Paddock. Pitch is outside. Make it 2-1. 2-1 the count. First batter for Team Manitoba here in the bottom of the first inning and in this contest. And the pitch swung on to second base, scooped up, and throws it out. So Savoie to Raphael Jean-Lebon for the first out. 4-3 if you're scoring at home.
The second baseman, number 2.
Well done by the second baseman, Quebec. Good backhand and plant.
Andrew Lougheed, a left-handed batter, steps up against the right-hander, second baseman.
Lougheed batting .500 so far, the third leading hitter for this Manitoba roster.
He's having a nice tournament.
Yes, he is.
And the pitch. In for a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Lougheed. As mentioned, Ty Paddock will be the guy on deck, so he'll be up next. Pitch is fouled back off the screen. Count goes to 0-2.
Lougheed from Killarney, 34 years old.
0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to short. Nice pickup, long throw to first, and he gets him. So Pelly gets the play at short. 6-3. 2 up and 2 down. For Team Manitoba, we look at this on the replay. Pretty easy play. Got it on the hop.
Number 8, Ty Paddock.
Failed the routine, moving across the diamond as he goes to field. Makes the throwing motion that much easier.
Brings up the center fielder, Ty Paddock. First pitch in for a strike. Good location so far, displayed by Paquette. And the pitch, swung on and fouled away on the left side.
Paddock was another player featured in the home run derby. Didn't fare quite as well as some of the finalists, but he's
got some power.
He's got some power.
Pitch is low and away. 1-2. 1-2 to Paddock. Mitch Olson is on deck. Should Paddock get aboard? One-two pitch, hit right back to the mound, but it goes off him. Goes to the third baseman, and he's not going to make a play. So off the pitcher. And runner safe at first is Paddock with Olson coming up to bat. Tough play.
Yeah, quick comebacker, obviously. Catcher's going to check him out, make sure he's good. Hopefully got on a meaty
Look
part
at this
of the
on the replay. May have got him in the hip. Let's see. Close to it.
Yeah, the right part of the thigh, possibly.
Would sting.
They always leave a mark.
So runner at first, 2 down. And the pitch. It's low, 1-0. 1-0 to Olson. The DH, Noah Geeky on deck. Should Olson get aboard? 2 out, 1 on, bottom of 1. Line shot off the ground. The shortstop is not going to get it. So it gets by Pele just out to the outfield, and it's now runners at first and second.
It's going.
Hits on the game. They're on the board for Team Manitoba.
If going as a hit for Olson would be just his second of the championship. He plays a stellar first base for Manitoba.
Yeah, they've
The designated hitter.
put it up there, yeah, but that was hitting pretty hard. He's going to bring up Noah Geeky.
Who is the leading hitter for Manitoba at 600 clip.
Pitch is low, 1-0.
Has 4 home runs so far in the championship this week.
Well, he's a good-sized guy. And obviously has power.
Geeky hails from Yellowhead, Manitoba, 24-year-old, 6'3", 205 pounds.
A fake pickoff attempt.
Shortstop did make the break. Timing wasn't there. So Paquette just held. Paddock does have a generous lead at second.
And the pitch up high. 2-0. And the pitch fouled away down the right side. Runners at first and second, 2 out. The pitch gets away from the catcher. Counts 2-2. And now the runners advance to second and third with 2 out. They must have given an error to one of the batters, wasn't it? It's one of the players in the field. It looks like they've only showing 1 hit for the home team.
That is correct. I'm wondering if that was for Olson.
And he gets him. Check swing, but he gets him on the strikeout. So Geeky strikes out. No runs, one hit, one error. And the score at the end of one. We're still looking for first run, but we are scoreless. We'll be back right after this.
No runs on one hit, one error, 2 runners left.
Okay. First inning, and we're scoreless. Thoughts on the first inning there?
Well, I think that it appears that the hitters are comfortable early. I'm not sure that the pitchers are, but there's been good contact by both teams.
That's a look on the screen. It's a look at the Quebec batting lineup. We've gone through the first 6 batters. So LeBlanc, Pellet, and Bois will be the 3 hitters to start the inning here in inning number 2 for Team Quebec. Both teams had runners on base but did not score. And again, look at the defensive alignment for Team Manitoba. Tanner the catcher, Olson at first, Lahide at second, Thielhorst at short, Papastone's at third, Taves at left, Ryden's at right, and in the center is Paddock. Of course, we have on the mound Brandon Hatley, will face off against Raphael Jean LeBlanc. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher, and the first pitch of the inning is wide to make it 1-0. 1-0 the count.
LeBlanc, a Shawinigan native, 26-year-old.
Swing, called strike. Make it 1-1. 1-1 the count to Jean LeBlanc. The pitch. Shot towards first slowly, and he's going to get there in time to take the runner by himself. So the first baseman making the play, Mitch Olson.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. I appreciate it.
Olson, as we mentioned, plays a stellar first base. Made several fine plays this week. Waited for the big hop, and then beat him in the foot race.
Look at this on the replay.
It's always a good decision when an out is recorded and no one gets hurt.
Good play, yeah, and good count, and a good point too. Josue Pelli is the batter. Took a strike. It's 0-1 the count.
Quebec City, 36-year-old.
Jose Pelli. The pitch. Off the glove, but it was wide. 1-1.
Was born in Valencia, Venezuela. Played 5 years of professional baseball, as high as AA with Portland.
Brings some experience to the table. And the pitch. Up high, 2-1. 2-1 the count on Pelli. Emile Bois is on deck. He'll be the third batter this inning. Pitch is wide. 3-1. Patient hitter. 3-1 the count. And the pitch. Outside, he walked him. Second walk given up by the Manitoba pitcher, Hatley. And he'll now square off against Emile Bois.
The third baseman, numero 7, Emile Bois.
Third baseman steps up to the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. Again, looking for the game's first run as we have just started the second inning.
Bois batting .286 thus far. Couple of hits, couple of doubles.
Pitch is outside, ball 1.
One of the team leaders in RBIs with 4 this far.
The 1-0 pitch swung on. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. Solid single swap there by Bois. And the runners are at first and second with 1 out. And it's going to bring up Jonathan Martin.
Not even sure that was a strike.
The
It
center
seemed
fielder.
up and in, but he
I like the pitch myself. I would have swung at it.
it was easy to drive.
Got a good rip, too.
Yes, he did. Good contact up the middle. Had a lot of tail on it moving towards the center fielder paddock. Here nor there. First and second. 1 out.
Martin with first and second. As Ted mentioned, pitching for a strike. It's 0-1. Martin from Repentigny, Quebec.
Indeed.
Heard of it. Just trouble pronouncing it.
Yep.
But I had definitely heard of that place.
You have to use your French tongue for that one.
May we. 1-1 the count. First and second. 1 out. And the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Runner is coming on home, and he is going to score. Runner from first goes to third, and Team Manitoba has jumped in, rather Quebec has jumped into a 1-0 lead. And with 1 out on the board, and they have had 2 hits this inning along with the walk.
Second baseman, numero 10.
He was hit sharp to the right. The right fielder, Kai Ryden, had trouble picking it up cleanly. Allowed for the
Here's
extra.
Edward Savoie. Singled his first time up. Runners at first and third. Pitching for a strike, 0-1. So Quebec gets the first run of the game, and they're still threatening, and just 1 out as well. The 0-1 pitch on the way. It's outside and high. 1-1.
Good one.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That's good one.
Again, just 1 out. Runners at first and third. 1-0 is our score. The 1-2 pitch, there goes the runner. There goes the throw, and he is going to be safe at second base. Runner at third held up. So a stolen base for Martin. And runners are at second and third. I'm going to look at this on the replay. Like a relatively easy steal, too.
Yeah, I'm not sure Klein was in full commitment to making the quick exchange to get it down to second base, but saw that the runner from third wasn't going to break, so he tried to make a late, strong throw.
Second and third. Ball's hit into right field. Right fielder is going to make the catch. Runner's going to come on home. The second runner from second will go to third, and it is now 2-0 on the sacrifice fly. So Team Quebec takes a 2-0 lead here in inning number 2 with a fly to right field.
Just too deep for Ryden to make a play.
Yeah, he couldn't make the play, as you said.
The catcher.
Securing the out was the key there, and obviously just limiting the damage.
We'll bring up Michel Dagenet. Dagenet has singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 on the night. 4th hit of the night, by the way, just done by Quebec. They have a runner at third, 2 out. And the pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count on Dagenet. The 1-0 pitch swung on and put up high in the air. Third baseman, see if he's got room. It appears that he does, and he's going to make the play to put away the inning, but not before some damage was done. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the scores, we come to the bottom of 2. It's 2-0 for Team Quebec, and we'll be right back right after these words.
2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in
Those white
thousands of
pearls
hours to
sailing
master
across
their
the diamond and out of the park are supplied
Get tough.
courtesy of Rollins, the
We make
official
the adjustments
baseball
needed
of
to stay
Baseball
on top.
Canada and all Baseball Canada
Baron
national
Championship
championships.
rings.
Rollins
This
baseballs have a full grain cowhide leather cover, special glazed seams, and gold windings. Rollins is also the official ball and color of Baseball Canada's national teams.
We are back at Lacoste Park. It's the breeze. Temperature 26, though it feels like 31. The wind 15 Ks. Gust at 23 Ks. It's a little warm out.
Yeah, the humidity has been rising all day, and actually it'll actually rise through tomorrow's finals and medal play. We've got a little bit more of some breeze action drifting out to the left.
The left fielder.
Hasn't really impacted play, I would say, to this point in
As
terms
of
of the
yet.
weather. No.
Yeah. Easton Taves will lead things off for Team Manitoba here in their second inning. Left fielder. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher.
Because they go home.
And the first offering, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Taves.
Let's go, Joe.
Drew Hillhorst is on deck.
Dave's having a pretty good tournament thus far.
And he gets it out to center field, albeit shallow, and making the play center fielder. With just a bit of a run. Martin with the catch and the out. 1 up and 1 down for Drew Hillhorst.
The shortstop, number 4, Drew Hillhorst.
Hillhorst, another left-handed batter coming up.
Hillhorst, the second leading batter at .417 thus far.
Impressive. Killarney, Manitoba.
There you go.
High off the roof. Strike 1 and a foul ball. 0-1 the count to Hillhorst. Tanner Klein, the catcher, is on deck. The 0-1 pitch in for a strike, make it 0-2. 2 strikes, no balls on Hillhorst. 2-0 is our score at the bottom of the second inning in favor of Quebec. And it's fouled away behind us. Off to our left.
Hillhorst, second on the Manitoba roster and runs batted in with 6 this far.
Had a nice tournament, as you mentioned.
Yep. And again, the lower regions of the Manitoba lineup has been doing a lot of their production.
The 0-2 pitch, slowly to second. This is going to be a tough play, but the throw and he gets him. Good fielding play by the second baseman, Savoie. And 2 up and 2 down in Team Manitoba's second inning. Going to bring up the catcher, Tanner Klein.
Another one of the fine catchers in the championship.
The catcher,
Third leading
22,
hitter,
Klein
364 thus far.
First right-handed batter this inning. Pitch in for a strike to face Paquette. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Make it strike 2. Good pitch. Likes to work fast.
And this is a good thing for everybody. It's good to keep his defense on their toes that way and
Us too.
find a rhythm, and it's great for us too.
Oh, great pitch. Pulled the string. Gets the strikeout. And retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. In Manitoba's second inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score at the end of 2. It's 2-0 for Team Quebec.
And after 2.
And Ted, quick word.
Well, Paquette was very impressive in that half of the second. I think he actually sat down in succession 3 of the top hitters from the Manitoba roster, which bodes well for their activity moving forward. And we'll see what Hatley can do here. I think he's been scuffling along, and I think this is an important inning for him to get clean.
Yeah, because he's allowed 4 hits.
Yeah, and I think they start to add up, and from a confidence standpoint.
And the pitching and the pitches.
For sure, and he's already appeared. He could labor fairly quickly if he doesn't get his pitch count down, and this is a good starting inning for that to happen.
And as you mentioned, and we have talked about this, obviously it's an important game. Loser goes home.
That's right.
Winner goes on to play, and we've talked about it already, the host team, the Tecumseh Thunder, here from this area.
For sure.
And that's the game at noon. You and I will be broadcasting that game, but it is going to be on pay-per-view, just a little bit that people know the 4 games tomorrow schedule. We'll be talking about a little later on as we go through the broadcast, but that is one of the 4 games on tomorrow on pay-per-view, wedigital.ca.
Well worth the price.
Should be fun to watch, too.
Especially to listen to you, Bill.
Oh. Checks in the mail.
There you go.
Getting set to start the top of the 3rd inning. Perez, Tremblay, and Lafreniere will be the 3 batters for Team Quebec, and they like to pad their lead if they can. In this tournament, the more the merrier. Although we saw a miraculous comeback in a game earlier today.
Impressive.
Down 8-2 and you lose 9-8. How does that got to make you feel?
Not very well. They have rebounded nicely, the out-of-town score.
Okay.
Shows that they're leading already in that matchup in Woodsley.
So Moses Perez leads off. He ground out the 3rd his first time up. Native of Montreal, Quebec. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Hit well to left field. That is deep. Say goodbye, baseball. This one is gone. A home run for Moses Perez as he knocks it out of the ballpark. And he hit it a ton right off the bat.
It was scary how quick that ball got out of here.
That was gone as soon as he hit it.
It might be in a backyard across the practice diamond.
It might be in my backyard.
It's true.
He hit that pretty far. And boy, that was gone from the time it left his bat.
Impressive display of power.
And it's now 3-0 for Team Quebec here in the 3rd inning.
Hatley's going to have to put that out of his head real quick if he wants to maintain some composure.
Brings up Kevin Tremblay.
Kevin Tremblay.
Tremblay went to down a bunt. 0-1 the count as it went foul. Lafreniere's on deck, and then he'll be followed by Raphael Jean LeBlanc. But the home run making it 3-0. 5 hits so far for Team Quebec.
We talked a little bit about Alberta not feeling too good about dropping a big lead. Earlier, they're actually responding with a 7-1 lead over British Columbia right now.
Took the revenge out on BC.
It's the best tonic for ailing heart.
Get you back in it. Counts 1-1. And the pitch. Up in the air. 3rd baseman coming down. And he's going to make the play in foul territory. 1 out in the top of the 3rd. And it's going to bring up Francois Lafreniere. And out the first his time up.
Left fielder, numero 30, Francois Lafreniere.
I guess you can pronounce it 2 ways, Lafreniere or Lafreniere.
Lafreniere we'll go with.
Okay. Pitch in for a strike. Good pitch. Counts 0-1.
The big man taking all the way, showing us his full 6'5" frame.
Righty against the lefty. And the pitch again in for a strike. It's 0-2. As mentioned, Raphael Jean LeBlanc is on deck. 1 out. With a run already across the board this inning. Stretches it, gets it hit to the first baseman. He's going to make the play himself. Mitch Olson with the ground out. So 2 straight outs. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And as mentioned, we'll bring up
The first
Raphael
baseman,
Jean LeBlanc.
numero 28, Raphael Jean LeBlanc.
So LeBlanc ground out the first, his first time up. 3-0's our score. 2 out, top of 3. First pitch is low and inside, 1-0. Not a bad crowd on hand. It was really packed when Kempsey was playing earlier today.
For sure.
It was actually this morning.
Yeah, look, Quebec travels well.
The 1-0 pitch. Up high and inside, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count to Jean LeBlanc.
More than a few fleur-de-lis.
Okay. Yeah, we got a few of them out there now that you mention it. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, make it 2-1. There's a score from out of town we just got a look at. Top of the 6th. 7-1 Alberta. Woodsley? I believe it's out in Woodsley.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Reg Chevalier Field.
And the pitch. Outside, make it 3-1. Never been to that park.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Had the pleasure of playing a little junior and senior ball there earlier in my career. Shouldn't say career. Earlier in my youth, I should say.
LeBlanc fouls it off. In a way, it's now 3-2. So the count goes to 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. 3-2 the count. 3-0 is our score. Glad you're along here to watch on wheatdigital.ca. And the payoff pitch. Wide and outside, and he walked him. So LeBlanc gets a walk. That's the 3rd walk of the night given up.
The shortstop,
By
numero 2,
Hatley.
Josue Pele.
It was going well for
Josue
Hatley.
Pele will bat.
It was going well for Hatley. Sorry there, Bill. After the home run, I thought, well, if he could get out of the inning quickly, then, you know, things could progress for him. But base runners are troublesome.
Pele walked his first time up, and he's going to send it out to center field, and it's going deep, and it's way back off the wall. 1 run will score. All of the way to 3rd. Here's the throw, and he is going to be out. Did he drop the ball? Did he drop the ball?
No, what we have is an out recorded at 3rd. Great relay by the center fielder to the shortstop to make that out at 3rd.
So that does end the inning then.
It ends the inning, but we have a definitive call from the umpire as to whether or not the run crossed before the out was recorded.
Ah.
So he waved off the run, which means the out was recorded prior.
1 run.
The
on
tag
1
happened
hit.
on at 3rd before the run crossed the
runner
plate,
left.
which means that run does not
Does
count.
not count.
So the score remains with Quebec 3 and Manitoba no score.
Wow. Quite the development.
And that's why you play the ball as quickly and efficiently as you can, no matter what.
Because if you get the guy out, it negates the run at the home, too.
Yeah, no doubt
As long
about
as he
it.
doesn't get there first.
Correct. The other part of that being, I'm assuming that LeBlanc was moving as well as he possibly could and not easing up.
No.
Because even though you're going to score easily and not have to slide or anything like that, you need to get across the plate because there's a trail runner that could be called out before you cross the
See
threshold.
if we can get a look at this on the replay. It's our first look at it as well. Those for the folks at home.
Generating invaluable media coverage and associated revenue for
Perez
developmental
home run.
programming initiatives such as
Well, okay, that's the Perez
Program
home run.
and all Baseball Canada Championships.
And
Visit
he
MLB.com.
hit that one. Headed for the house.
We don't have a camera angle on where it landed.
Okay, so 12 o'clock. It'll be Team A. We don't know who the winner is yet, but we have a good idea. We'll be facing the Tecumseh Thunder at noon here on We Digital. Again, it's pay-per-view, but that's the 12 noon game. You and I will be calling that game.
Looking forward to it, Bill.
Yes. Nice bunt. Long throw to first, and they dropped the ball. Great throw to first, but he dropped the ball at first base. So safely aboard.
Kai Ryden with the excellent drag bunt. The throw was going to arrive in plenty of time, but the throw was short.
Yeah, it bounced out on him. Let's see what that
The
scored.
3rd baseman, number 3, Garrett Popplestone.
I guess they scored a hit. So it's a single for Ryder. Brings up the Garrett Popplestone. Left-handed batter ground up the second, his first time up. Here's the pitch. It's outside, 1-0. 3-0 our score. Runner goes to second on the pass ball.
They actually scored that in error.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a hit on that. Okay, they must have changed their minds.
They may have changed their mind. So pass ball gets riding to second base.
Okay.
In scoring position for Popplestone with no one out.
Runner at second. 2-0 the count. Now it's 2-1. Strong swing, but he missed.
Strong swing, strong fastball. Good pop.
Andrew Lougheed on deck. And then Ty Paddock. Runner on second. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. To the far left side. Counts 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Gets him swinging.
Popplestone just can't catch up to that velocity.
Yeah,
Again,
Popplestone
not
strikes
overly
out.
elevated in the zone, but
Number 2,
still.
Andrew Lougheed.
Andrew Lougheed steps up to the plate, left-handed batter. Ground out to short his first time up. 1-0, one on, runner on second. Manitoba would like to get this run across. If they can, there's a swing and a miss, 0-1. You don't want to get too far behind in this one. They're down by 3. We're in the third.
Be a positive step in the right direction if they can find a way to score this run.
The 0-1 pitch. Inside and low. Catcher stopped it in front of him.
Excellent block by Dagenet.
No advancement.
Another one of the strong catchers in this championship.
1-1 the count to Lougheed. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Bobbles the ball and is going to be safe at first on the error. That's the second error committed this inning.
Pelly let it eat him up a little bit. Kai Ryden moving to third on the play, and perhaps the field of vision just allowed him not to read the proper hop, but I just think it was just a matter of it went off the heel of his glove.
Number
And
8, Ty Paddock.
Ty Paddock is 1 for 1 in this game. Runners now at first and third. Again, they trail by 3, but they are threatening here in their third inning.
we'll see what the defensive decisions are here for Quebec with first and third.
And the pitch. Fouls it back. 0-1.
A lot of communication right now between the shortstop and the second baseman, conferring on base responsibilities. As
Those two are playing deep. Third baseman's playing in a bit.
Yeah, you'll see the corners play in a bit here, a little bit of double play depth, mid-depth, if you will.
There's a drive to right field.
Tough luck for Paddock as he just a foul.
Called foul.
If it was foul, and it was called foul, and I trust that, wasn't by much.
Count is 0-2 on Paddock. Again, the runners at first and third. 1 out. And team Manitoba trying to get on the board.
Not much of a reward for Paddock as he gets I would think was almost a sure double and at least scoring 1 run, and now he's in a big hole, 0-2. Still has a hole between first and second. He can utilize if he's in a pull position.
The 0-2 pitch, swung on, hit hard. The third baseman, I guess he dropped it. And we're going to get a double play out of it. And they do. 5-4-3 double play. And the inning is retired.
Remarkable.
No runs. No hits, 2 errors. And the score, as we go to the top of the 4th, it's 3-0 for Team Quebec. We'll be right back right after these words.
Major League Baseball continue de contribuer significativement à la croissance et au développement de baseball et de ses locales. Les événements comme la classique mondiale de baseball procurent un public aux joueurs de baseball canadiens tout en fournissant une couverture médiatique importante et des revenus associés pour des initiatives comme le programme Baseball en Action et tous les championnats nationaux. Prière de visiter mlb.com.
We are back at Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Ted Beal. Quebec leads 3-0 in the top of the 4th, and they're coming up to bat. Emile Bois will lead things off.
Numéro 7, Emile Bois.
He'll be followed by Jonathan Martin, Edwards Savoie. Shows bunt. Pitch called for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Bois, just 23 years old, from Levi, Quebec.
1 for 1 so far tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Bois. And the pitch outside, make it 2-1. 2-1 the count. Again, nobody on. First batter here in the top of the 4th inning. Things moving along here. And Quebec with a 3-0 lead. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into left center field. It's got some distance. It's going up against the fence on one hop. Going to second base with a stand-up double is Emile Bois. So he has a single and a double on the night, 2 for 2. Impressive hit.
Impressive hit. I'm actually looking at his 6'2", 200-pound frame as he goes opposite field. You see the replay from the last defensive inning for that double play from Quebec.
Well, that was a good swing, as you mentioned, to the opposite field.
Warning track, when you beat the left fielder clean, that's a shot.
Got a trip to the mound there. Coach, we're getting a pitching change.
Didn't see anyone warming up, but now we have a Manitoba reliever en route to the mound.
So Hatley has been given the hook. 3 total innings.
It's like a left-hander.
7 hits and 3 runs he gave up. Did strike out 3. But the team trails 3-0.
The reliever is number 44, Anthony Friesen from Pilot Mound, Manitoba, the 35-year-old, 6 foot.
Give me that name again, I'm sorry.
Anthony Friesen.
Oh, okay.
After 56 pitches thrown, Brandon Hatley is being relieved by a new pitcher.
Left-handed reliever,
44,
Anthony Friesen. Second pitcher of the night for Team Manitoba. With Bois getting a leadoff double. Now we've got Martin, Savoie, and Dagenet coming up for Team Quebec. They lead 3-0. They're going to certainly would like to add to their lead.
No doubt. I'm sure they'll give Friesen
The center
no
fielder,
chance to get comfortable.
Numéro 2.
Friesen
Jonathan
looks like he
Martin.
spent some time with Minot State, as have many of the Manitoba roster.
Martin is 1 for 2 with an RBI so far. Then he had a single and an RBI his last time up. That was in the second inning. Pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. We're in the fourth. Runner at second, nobody out. Team Quebec threatening to add to their lead. And the 0-1 pitch, again called a strike, 0-2. Batter not amused. I will admit, I thought the first pitch was a strike. I didn't think the second one was, but nevertheless, thought it was a bit outside.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out. 3 straight pitches, and Bois strikes out.
Well, there is some definite craft
The second
and
baseman,
craftiness with this left-hander. We'll see how long he can keep the Quebec lineup off balance.
Here's Jonathan Martin. Actually, it's Savoie. So Savoie, the batter, hit hard to right field, base hit, right past the first baseman. Runner's coming home. Here comes the throw, and he's going to be safe. So the runner scores. That is Bois that scores on the single by Savoie, who officially is 2 for 2 and has 2 RBIs. And it's now 4-0.
Friesen's action with his movement across the zone will have less effectiveness, obviously, on the right-handed hitters.
Going to bring up Michel Dagenet. 1 for 2. Popped up the third his last time up. That was the 8th hit of the night. Doled out by Team Quebec.
It's been a fairly consistent offensive attack. They don't discriminate.
Now
They
they're
see
full
a-
marks for the 4-0 lead.
They see a baseball, they hit it.
Pitch is fouled off the screen to the left of us. Counts 1-1. 1-1 the count, 1 out, runner at first. 4-0 our score. We're at the top of 4. And the pitch. In for a strike. Cut the corner. 1-2. Moses Perez is on deck. He had the home run his last time up. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3, got him.
Again, Friesen's action will be effective against the left-handers. Test that against the righties.
He's going to bring up Moses Perez. He had a long blast his last time up. He hit it a mile. And we have a runner at first base. He's 1 for 2. He ground up the third his first time up. Pitches up high, 1-0. 1-0 to Perez. Kevin Tremblay is on deck. Should Perez get aboard or do more damage? And the pitch is low, 1-1. Make it 2-0, sorry. 2-0 the count. To Moses Perez. Probably pitching him carefully.
I would hope that they would, and we'll see what this pitch, what they choose to go with, rather than serve it up straight.
The 2-0 pitch.
Excellent change.
He wasn't swinging for singles on that one either.
Nope. No, he was getting his full money worth there.
Counts 2-1. 2-1, 2 out. Top of 4. Runner at first. And the pitch. Hit into right field. Is it going to stray fair? No. Counts 2-2. 2-2 the count.
If Perez can stay back on the off-speed pitches from Friesen, then he'll do well. But he may not have to. He might have to sacrifice some power to do such, especially with 2 strikes.
And the 2-2 pitch on the way is up high. Make it 3-2. 3-2 the count on Perez. Runner should be going. What do you think?
Yes, most definitely.
Yep, 3-2.
Should have to make sure the pitcher goes home first, though.
Runner goes, batted down the line at third. Nice pickup by the third baseman. Long throw to first. It's in the ground, but a good pickup. So third to first. Copplestone over to Olson, and the side is retired, but not before a run is scored.
Popstone has a sure-handed Olson over at first, was able to probably 4 or 5 skip that.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Actually 1 error, and the score as we go into the bottom of the 4th, it's now 4-0 for Team Quebec. Look at the championship day tomorrow. A reminder, all 4 games you see on the board are pay-per-view. And beginning at 9 a.m. and running straight through. The Cup City Thunder will play the winner of the game that's being played weekly. But those are the 4 games tomorrow. All are pay-per-view on wedigital.ca. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So the 2 games, you and I will be together for the first 2.
Looking forward to it every time, Bill.
So it should be an interesting day tomorrow. This tournament comes to its close. All 4 games here on wedigital.ca, again, pay-per-view. Team Manitoba find themselves down 4-0 to begin the 4th inning.
The first baseman, number 26, Mitch Olson.
I think it's a big inning, quite frankly. We're getting into this contest now. We're just they're nearing past the halfway mark, or getting there certainly. It's a big inning, I think, for Manitoba.
Yeah, you have to, just from a hope standpoint, a confidence standpoint, believe that you can score.
And there's a pitch hit well down the left field side. It's in for a base hit. Well, a solid single off the bat of Olson. Had a single his first time up, so he's 2 for 2 on the night. In fact, they've only had 3 hits. He's got 2 of them.
Yeah, I like Olson's game.
Pitch is outside, 1-0. I was about to cough and I pitched the wrong button.
Oh, there we go. All good.
So I apologize for scaring everybody, including myself.
Geeky, the leading hitter, not afraid to sacrifice his bat for...
Did strike out his first time up, however. Curveball is inside. 2-0. 2-0 to count to Noah Geeky.
Probably just a token square, just to keep the third baseman honest.
Easton Taves is on deck. Nobody out, 1 on. Bottom of 4. Sliced to the right side of the field off the netting. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Nice pitch from Paquette.
Olson at first. Geeky here at the plate. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. It's low. Catcher blocks it. Count is full. 3-2 the count. Runner at first.
Dagenet again saving a base. Keeping a runner out of scoring position with a good block.
A 3-2 pitch. Chopped towards third. Long throw to first, and he is out. Good play by the third baseman, Bois, to get the out. Runner goes to second, however, on the play. Look at this on the replay.
Another impressive display of defensive skill as he circles the ball.
Good play.
Scoops the ball on his left side. Gets himself in a running motion towards first.
Runner on second with 1 out, and he'll bring up the left fielder, Easton Taves. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. Bottom of 4. Manitoba trails by 4. There's the first pitch outside corner in for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count on Taves.
We mentioned in an earlier broadcast, Taves is just 20 years old. All 6'6" of him from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and popped up. Going back for it, the shortstop calls the third baseman off. So Pele makes the play at short on the pop-up. 2 out in the Manitoba 4th. Runner on second.
The shortstop, number 4, Drew Hillhorst.
He'll be the second baseman, Drew Hillhorst. I should say the shortstop. Ran out to second his first time up. Two out, man on second. Ball is hit out of play on the left side.
Hillhorst also from Killarney. A few folks from Killarney on this roster.
We've got a few of them.
31 years of age.
The 0-1 pitch. Did he swing? No, he did not. Counts 1-1. 1-1 the count to Hillhorst. Tanner Klein is on deck. And the 1-1 pitch is low, blocked by the catcher, having trouble finding it. When in doubt, look behind.
Yes, that's the usual place to look. So the worst case scenario, and then hopefully if it's close, we would all yell feet, feet, feet to the catcher. So en français, I imagine pied, pied, pied.
2-1 the count. Runner still at second. Pitch up the middle, base hit. Solid single by Hillhorst, but the runner stays at third. So it's now first and third for Tanner Klein.
Manitoba manager and head third base coach Derek Chamray not taking any chances with Olsen rounding third and thinking score. Although it was fairly knocked down by the grass. Once it got to the outfield, center field, it did have to come from a far region to get it, but I don't know if you put everything on the attempted throw, but Olsen was not threatening to score.
Well, they've doubled their hit output anyways, Team Manitoba has in the 4th. They started with this inning with only 2 hits for the game. Now they've got 4. Runners at first and third. First pitch in for a strike on Klein. Klein struck out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Kai Ryden, the right fielder, is on deck. Should Klein get aboard? The 0-1 pitch. Down low, but blocked by the catcher.
Dagenet again.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball is low in the dirt. Count goes 2-1. 2-1.
Paquette will definitely owe Dagenet a gratitude and thanks, if not a wrapped gift for all the pitches he's blocking tonight.
And the 2-1 pitch on the way is outside and low, make it 3-1. So the count has worked to 3-1. Throwing a lot of pitches this inning.
It's up to 53 now.
We're in the 4th. The 3-1 pitch. Slice foul down the right side.
So we'll see Hillhorst moving with the pitch.
3-2. The count, runners at first and third.
So there's a little bit of communication with the infield. And they'll say, if on the ground, take the out at first, because Hillhorst is going to have a quick
Good
jump.
jump, and he does get the jump that goes inside, and he walked him. So it's going to load the bases. And it's going to bring up Kai Ryden, the right fielder, with the bases loaded. And a left-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher.
Kai Ryden, just 21 years old, from Brandon. Diminutive 5'6", 150 pounds.
It's a tough guy to pitch to.
Yes, it'll be a smaller strike zone for sure to test Paquette. And if Kai Ryden is up to the challenge, which I know he is, if he can get it past the infield, it could score a couple of runs
Well,
here.
he's got the bases loaded with 2 out, bottom of the 4th, and his team trails by 4. This is a big at bat.
Hillhorst has good speed at second. Expect him to score on a ground ball or a line drive hit to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Good cut, but he missed it. 0-1 the count on Ryden. Popplestone is on deck.
See if Ryden can display a little more zone discipline.
0-1 pitch on the way, and he slices it foul on the left side of the netting in front of us.
So they're challenging him up in the zone.
Counts 0-2. 0-2, bases jammed, bottom of 4. Manitoba fighting to get into this one. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, got him in the corner, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits,
No runs on 2 hits.
and no errors.
3 runners left.
And the score is 4-0. We'll be back right after these words.
In the other quarterfinal game in Woodsley, Alberta leads British Columbia by a
Like our
score of
champions.
7-3.
We know what it takes to win.
That might have been their
Every
best
day
chance.
we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Forgot your last name there for a second there, Ted. Sorry.
Sometimes I forget my own last name.
Tell us what that is again. I'm sorry.
Beal.
Sorry, Ted Beal. Sorry about that, Ted.
No worries.
He's going to start the 5th inning. Top of the 5th inning. Quebec with a 4-0 lead and coming to the plate. It will be Perez, Tremblay, and Lafreniere.
We have Tremblay coming first, I think.
The designated hitter, Kevin Tremblay.
Kevin Tremblay steps up. Tremblay, Lafreniere, and LeBlanc are the 3 batters here in the 5th inning. And the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Quebec with a 4-0 lead. Tremblay is 0 for 1 and has a walk. Pitching for a strike, 1-1.
I'm enjoying Friesen's over the head. Full windup delivery. Haven't seen that in a while.
Sliced into left field. It's fair ball. That's going to be extra bases. At least a double, and it is a stand-up double off the bat of Kevin Tremblay.
Good piece of
That
hitting
pretty good,
there.
didn't he?
Great piece of hitting, actually. When you can go down the line in the opposite direction, that's and get good wood on it.
So Francois Lafreniere, who's been out twice, grounding out the first, steps up to the plate with a runner on second. Team Quebec looking to pad their lead. They're up by 4 as we just started the 5th inning. First pitch, and lays it down and with a beauty. What a gorgeous bunt. He's going to go unattended at first base. He could have ran to the end of the ballpark.
Saint Jean sur Richelieu, 6'5", and you would not have expected a push bunt drag.
A perfect bunt. Nobody to cover at first base, and it's 1st and 3rd with nobody out.
Numero that week, Raphael Jean LeBlanc.
Just don't
So
expect
Raphael Jean LeBlanc will bat with a Runner at first and third.
You just don't expect a big man to be able to have that kind of back
Did he
control.
lay that down nice? And the pitch. Hit into left field, deep. It's going to go up against the wall. One run will score. I believe the second one will score as well. Yes, he will. Here's the throw home. And he's going to be safe as it was cut off. Pitcher cut it off.
Interesting.
And 2-run score.
I'm not 100% sold that they would have had a chance of it at the plate, but
Would have been close, maybe.
I'll say this. I'm not even sure the pitcher's supposed to be there on that relay. He should be backing up the plate. There should be an additional
Or
person.
on the mound, whatever. But
Yes.
nevertheless, 2 runs have scored. And it's
Josue Pele.
6-0.
Hillhorst and his relay ability from the outfield has impressed me also.
Pele the batter. Ball is low. Catcher had trouble finding it. Now retrieves it. Runner at second. Nobody out, and the score now is 6-0.
If you recall earlier in the game when they prevented a run from scoring when they relayed from Paddock to Hillhorst to third base and got the runner before the run scored. Again, it was a perfect relay from Hillhorst.
Chopper hit towards first. He's going to make the play. Well, he won't get there. No. So the quick running, Pele gets to first base. Runner goes to third. Still nobody out, and there's runners at first and third. And look at this on the replay.
Yeah, unfortunately, the pitcher didn't automatically get
Didn't
over
cover.
and cover.
No.
Barehanded by Olsen here, put his bare paw on that one. But it didn't matter because there was no one covering the base.
12th hit of the night.
Numero 7, Emile Bois.
4th hit of the inning. And Emile Bois bats. He's 2 for 2, single and a double. Oh, nice to see him get a triple. With a single double, his first 2 times up.
Why not?
Might as well go for the cycle.
If you could just get him in order, too.
Mm-hmm.
The story writes itself.
Absolutely. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Bois. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Well, we did say they're looking to pad their lead, and they indeed have done so. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 4 straight hits. They had 8 hits coming into the inning. 2 each inning, by the way. A row of 4 twos in terms of hits. And the 1-2 pitch. Up the middle, off the glove, it deflects. Second baseman loses control of the ball. Everybody is safe for run scores. And it's 7-0.
Unfortunately, Friese got a piece of that. Actually helped Lockheed as he came over to field that ball, but I'm not sure that he didn't keep his eyes on it all the way through to the glove.
Tough play.
Because he was thinking about getting back to second at this moment. And didn't secure the baseball.
And he was behind the bag.
It would have been a tough play no matter what. But he would have probably been able to make sure of at least one. Coach Shamray.
Look at the final. Alberta beats Columbus, rather British Columbia, 7-3. The out-of-town score.
So Alberta plays themselves into position to play Saskatchewan, if I'm not mistaken. And that would be the 9 a.m. game?
I believe you're right.
Okay. We're adding it all up.
The winner of this one plays the Tecumseh Thunder.
And there we go. And there's your 4 medal vying teams at that point.
So we have a runner at first and a runner at second.
The center fielder.
They haven't scored a hit yet.
Jonathan Martin.
I did. What did you score?
I think it went in the book as an error.
Okay.
Got some activity in the Manitoba bullpen. Just confirming the number, but we believe it to be number 34, Neil Walton.
0-1 the count to Jonathan Martin, who was 2 for 3 on the night. There's a strike. 0-2. Actually, he's 1 for 3. So he's 1 for 3 on the night. Struck out his last time up. And the pitch. Belted and speared by the first baseman, and he's going to get the double play.
Olsen might get 3.
Does he get the triple play? No, doesn't get the call. But got 2. Let's take a look at this on the replay.
I'm not so sure this isn't 3. I don't know if the umpire will get some assistance or they'll confer.
There's the second one. Here's the throw to second.
A tag doesn't need to be made here.
Just touched the bag. Conference going on now. With
The ball was hit in the air and caught in the air, correct? Love to see a full replay again.
If we can bring that up again. Don't think any minds have been changed on the play.
Again, Olsen showing his prowess at the first base position. Really impressed with this game over there. He's got good feet and good hands.
So 2 out. Score still 7-0 here in the 5th. And the pitch. In for a strike to Edward Savoie. Savoie, 2 for 3 on the night. Again, his team leads by 7, runner at second with 2 away. Ball is belted into left field, but should be an easy play, and it is. Taves makes the catch, and the inning is retired, but not before more runs score. 3 of them. 3 runs on 4 hits.
3 runs on 4 hits. 1 error, 1 runner left.
And the score as we come to the bottom of 5, it's 7-0 in terms of for team
See a bit of a replay here.
Quebec.
He gives up on the play. He's straddling the bag. He is going for the tag only.
If his foot's on the bag, it's probably a triple play.
It's exactly what it is.
Score of 7-3. That is a final.
He may have got him on the tag, but it's debatable at that point. And I'll trust him on the bang bang play that he got in under the tag.
But if he's not touching the bag like you said,
Yes.
that was a pretty good replay. It looked from our vantage point, he didn't, like you say, have his foot on the bag. So then he's got to make the tag.
Exactly.
Quebec on top, 7-0.
Now, unfortunately, Horst wasn't thinking force out only. But,
Somebody in the bullpen warming up.
you know, we think we have number 34 for Manitoba, which is 34-year-old Neil Walton from Winnipeg.
Is he warming up?
He's a right-handed thrower.
So he's warming up now.
He is warming up now.
His first name again?
Neil.
Okay. So we get set to start the fifth inning.
In the 5th inning for Team Manitoba. The third baseman, number 3, Garrett Popplestone.
He's going to bring up Garrett Popplestone, am I correct?
That is correct.
0 for 2 on the night for Team Manitoba. First pitch is inside, 0-1. Manitoba trailing Quebec 7-0. Here in the 5th. Bottom of 5. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Pocket just over 60 pitches now.
Ground ball to first. Gonna need some help. Flip to the pitcher and they make the play.
Nice.
Good play by LeBlanc to get it to the pitcher.
Nice play by LeBlanc just to field the ball in general and then make the turn to a good covering Paquette
Number 2,
at the base.
Andrew Lougheed.
It'll be Andrew Lougheed, the batter here. Second batter in this inning, 0 for 2. Right now the hits are 12-3 in this one.
Lopsided, as they say.
Pitches a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count. To Lougheed. Ty Paddock on deck. And the pitch outside. 2-0.
Nice two-seam fastball there. Some cutter action.
The 2-0 pitch in tight. Make it 3-0. So the count's run to 3-0 on Lougheed. The 3-0 pitch. In tight. No, he hit him. Ouch. So Lougheed gets hit by a pitch. Would have been ball 4.
Which is insult to injury.
Literally. Up slowly. Gonna make his way to first.
Maybe got that in the short ribs.
The center fielder.
Rightly gets up, pops up,
Paddock.
legs it out to first. True competitor.
Gonna bring up Ty Paddock, who's 1 for 2. So Paddock 1 for 2. Paddock 1 for 2 out of Oak River, Manitoba. Quebec with a 7-0 lead. And the pitch. It's low. 1-0. Mitch Olson is on deck.
Mitch Olson, one of my favorite first basemen.
The pitch to Paddock. High and outside. 2-0. 2-0 the count to Paddock.
Paddock actually has a really beautiful swing. Top hand release. It's featured in the home run derby.
And the pitch. Just outside, make it 3-1.
Good zone discipline.
Should say 3-0. So 3-0 the count on Paddock.
See if he gets the green light here.
He might.
Looks relaxed, like he's not going to be too intent on making a swing.
And it's ball 4 outside. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And it's going to bring up Mitch Olson. Olson is 2 for 2 on this evening. He has 2 of his team's 4 hits. Got a conference at the mound, and everybody bailing in the room. So a conference at the mound here with Team Quebec winning 7-0.
The home plate umpire making the slow walk out to the mound, stretching his legs. It's amazing how they scatter as soon as he arrives. It's almost like they know he's coming.
Okay, we're going to get back to the action.
See a few players heading down to the bullpen for Quebec.
Runners at first and second. 1 out. Pitch in for a strike. 0-1 to Olson. Noah Geeky is on deck. 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of 5. It's in tight. 1-1 the count.
Pitching Olson in to start. Wondering if he can clear the hips and clear the hands. Now setting up outside.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit hard, second baseman. And throws it to first. Gets a double play. There's a line drive.
Yeah, Manitoba runners were moving on contact for the most part.
No runs, no hits. No errors, and the score at the end of 5, it's 7-0.
No runs on no hits. 1 runner left.
For Team Quebec. Look at that, the end of the 5th inning score, 7-0. Just 2 innings to go. First of all, that's looking at the games on Sunday. The bronze medal game at 4 o'clock. Team A versus Team B, and then again at 7 o'clock we're going to have the gold medal game. 2 other games before that, all 4 games, but including these 2 will be on pay-per-view. WeDigital.ca is where you go for that. So there's the gold medal game. Again, a 7 o'clock start. So it should be very interesting, that's for sure. Tomorrow's schedule.
This is the very best baseball that Canada can offer. Slowly warming up in the Quebec pen is number 11, David Gauthier. Looks like we have a new pitcher for Manitoba.
Now pitching for Team Manitoba, number 34, Neil Walton.
And as we mentioned, Neil Walton was warming up earlier in the pen.
So Walton comes up here to pitch.
34-year-old Winnipeg native, 6'1".
Top of the 6th inning. Walton, as you mentioned, a native of Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Walton has appeared already in this championship, has thrown 2 1/3 innings. His pitch count was under 60 in that appearance.
He's going to face in this inning.
Was in relief against Ontario and Newmarket.
Dagenet, Perez, and Tremblay are the 3 scheduled batters here in the 6th inning. Dagenet is 1 for 2. First pitch. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 the count. To Perez. Hits the ball hard. It's going down the left field line, but it's going to twist foul, and it does, out of play.
That one made it to the taco truck.
0-2. Ball was hungry.
The ball was
Hit
hungry.
the taco truck.
It had eyes.
Speaking of tacos, they sure smell good.
Don't start singing Hungry Eyes, please.
No,
Thank
no. My crooning days are over. I did sing in the choir across the way at St. Pius Grade School.
Very good.
I always brag about that, and then I realized years later that they let everybody in the choir. So
Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit hard into right field. And that's gone. A home run off the bat of Dagenet.
we're not filming the natural here, but that was off the light standard. Love to see a replay about how far up, because Dagenet was into a quick trot as soon as he left the box.
He hit it a ton, and it's 8-0. I feel like that's a Toronto Blue Jay play there when they get the guys the coat.
Yes, yeah.
Give him the jacket. Dagenet hits a bomb out of here, and it's 8-0.
I noticed that Blue Jay jacket doesn't need to be washed very often.
Perez.
So it'll be Moses Perez, the batter. And a rude welcome for Neil Walton. Pitches outside, 1-0. And the pitch. Belted far, but foul. You got a lot on that one. Count is 1-2 on Perez.
I'm afraid someone gave Quebec the rumor that this was going to be a batting practice session, but
Well, they've taken certainly advantage of it.
they certainly have. Impressive display.
And the 1-2 pitch underway. Look out, almost hit him. 2-2. So the count goes 2-2 on Perez with Tremblay on deck.
See the pitch selection here by Walton.
Look out, did it hit him? I don't know if it did.
Tried the same spot.
It certainly got out of the way then. That was a pretty close play. He gave no indication that it did. And the count is full at 3-2. 3-2, nobody on, nobody out. Top of 6.
Perez with his best matrix impression.
And the pitch, he walked him. So ball 4 to Perez. Going to bring up Tremblay. He's 1 for 2 on the night.
Well, I hope the umpires are keeping a watchful eye. A couple glares were exchanged between Perez and Walton.
The DH, numero 14, Kevin Tremblay.
Kevin Tremblay up to the plate.
We have a different pitcher warming up the pen for Quebec now. Believe it to be number 18, Sam Poliquin from Montreal.
Ball 1, the call outside. So 1-0 to Tremblay. The 1-0 pitch. It's low, make it 2-0. 2-0 to Tremblay. Again, runner at first, nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. Outside, make it 3-0. Walton having trouble finding the mound here. Getting behind the batter. 3-0 with a runner on first, and there's nobody out. The 3-0 pitch, and he walked him. So, 2 straight walks after giving up a home run. And coming up to the plate, Francois Lafreniere.
Well, this would be a bad time for another drag bunt or push bunt.
He's 1 for 3 tonight, but runners at first and second with nobody out. 8-0 lead. Let's see what he does here. Walton delivers up high. He's having trouble finding the plate.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a lack of following through or...
Is there anybody warming up?
There is some activity just starting. A right-hander, and we'll get a number on that just as soon as we can.
That's outside. Make it 2-0.
And fooled the catcher, too. Now we see Shamray coming out of the dugout to speak with his
Well, he's
pitcher.
thrown at least 8 straight balls. The last 2 batters have been walked, and he's 2-0 on this count.
Well, the law of averages are on his side then. The next one, it should be a strike.
And when you've gotten 8 in a row, yeah, well,
No.
yeah, that's an interesting take.
Well, I look at it almost like roulette. It could go black or it could go red.
Or in this case, blackout.
Exactly. Oh, I feel for Walton, obviously. This is not an easy task. Obviously, you're facing a very difficult lineup in Quebec. And
But you get nothing across, that makes it even more tougher.
of course, supreme confidence is required at that position.
And now the count is 2-0, runners at first and second. There's nobody out. His team trails by 8 already. And the pitch. And it's belted into left center field. That is going to, I would think, clear the bases. 2 runners are going to come home and score. He's going to trot into second base with a stand-up double, and it's 10-0.
That brings the mercy differential into play.
What is the mercy rule? I was going to ask you.
It'd be 10 after 5.
So we are in the 6th inning.
Which means Manitoba would get their opportunity to respond because they're hitting in the bottom half.
Oh, I see.
So we have a pinch runner going in for Lafreniere.
And who is that, if you don't
I
mind?
believe it's number 8.
I think you're right.
Francois Cholette from Mirabel, Quebec. The 40-year-old.
And a pinch runner at second base, number 8 for Schwashula.
Trying to probably get everybody into the game now. It's 10-0 here in the 6th inning. And there's still nobody out.
I believe the Manitoba arm that's warming is number 11.
Here's Raphael Jean LeBlanc.
Eli Fierstein.
Pitches low, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Runner at second. And as I mentioned, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch. Softly hit to third. If we cut off the shortstop, long throw to first, he gets him. So 1 out, but runner does advance to third. On the play by the third baseman, Popplestone.
Nice play on the run.
Josue Pelé is the batter.
The shortstop, numero 2, Josue Pelé.
Pelé is 2 for 3 in the evening. 14 hits so far, doled out by Quebec. Runner at third, 1 out. And the first pitch. And it's hit high into right field, actually center field. They're both calling for it.
Center fielder lost it the whole way.
Right fielder cut it, and the runner's going to score. So it's a sacrifice fly ball from the outfield. Pelé will get an RBI, and it's 11-0.
Feel bad for Paddock.
Had that one, and then
had a general direction on it off the bat, but then lost it right away, had his hands up. Got help from the right fielder, Ryden. He was in no position to come in late, though, and make a strong throw to the tagging Chalette, scoring from third.
Numero 7, Emile Bois.
Emile Bois, the third baseman, comes up. He's had a pretty good night. At least 2 hits in this one. Pitch is well outside the strike zone, 1-0.
Feel for the catcher Klein in this situation. Got a pitcher struggling.
The 1-0 pitch, and it's 2-0. And in this batter, he hasn't been close to the plate.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a spin action coming off the mound.
The 2-0 pitch, 3-0.
Bit of a sidearm delivery, so there's lots of tail, lots of movement. Finding a release point with this kind of delivery can be challenging at best.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. In for a strike, 3-1.
He did a much better job of closing his front shoulder on that delivery, and as a result, was able to find the strike zone.
And the pitch. Way outside, he walked him. So Bois gets a walk, and it's going to bring up Jonathan Martin. And I think maybe we'll get a pitching change. See.
Yeah, it appears Shamrock.
He's pretty wild.
With the second visit.
And we are getting a pitching change.
And Walton knew it. Was ready to hand the ball over immediately.
So you did say, just for review, Ted, that there is a mercy rule at the end of 6? Is it 10?
Anytime after the 5th inning, as long as there's a 10-run differential.
Oh, I see.
But obviously,
so it could be 12-2, whatever.
It could
right
be,
now we have 11-0. So
it could escalate much further. And
depending what happens here, although there is 2 out, but you're right, as we're going to get a pitching change on the mound for Team Manitoba.
I think it's number 11. Yeah, number 11.
And his name is?
Eli Fierstein.
Fierstein is coming in to the game, and he's a right-hander.
22-year-old right-hander out of Winnipeg, 6 foot, 190 pounds.
Now pitching for Team Manitoba.
He has appeared already for Manitoba. Pitched 1 inning.
Nice swing.
Also in relief.
Just finishing his warm-up tosses as this game is plodding along now when it's 11-0.
Faced 4 batters.
Let's make for a long night.
With no hits against in that one inning of a relief against Ontario.
Definitely nightfall here in Tecumseh. Ellie Firestein, the pitcher of Manitoba. Well, as fall nears, as we're nearing September, it does get dark earlier. It's 8:40 at this point in time.
Yeah, I think sunset's pulled back to, geez, it's got to be close to 20 after 8 now.
Oh, okay.
Around 20, 25 after 8. Shrinking daylight days. I love fall. I hate the lack of daylight, though. So it's a trade-off.
That part's true, exactly.
Be out here at Lacoste Park with our St. Clair College Saints men's baseball program. Shameless plug here for us.
Numero 2, Jonathan Martin.
So Jonathan Martin is the batter. 1 for 4 on the night. Swing and a miss. Runner at first, 2 out. Top of 6.
Manitoba defense trying to stay with it, trying to stay on their toes.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away on the far side. 0-2 the count.
It's been a long inning for the catcher Klein, let alone the rest of the defense.
11-0 again our score. Top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, 0-2 the count on Martin. And the 0-2 pitch, look out. Gets by the catcher. Slowly going to second base is Bois. So Bois goes to second on the pass ball. It almost hit him.
Yep. Martin did a good job getting out of the way.
So runner at second, 2 out, 1-2 the count. 11 runs, 14 hits. They've committed 3 errors, but they lead on 11-0. This team Quebec.
I suppose when you commit 3 errors, it'd be a problem if you didn't score 11 runs, but
No, yeah, it's been a non-issue. Pitch is outside, make it 2-2. 2-2 the count. This game is certainly dragging on. Two and two out. And the pitch. Rifled foul.
took the words out of my mouth.
Count remains 2-2. Brilliant. Men think alike. Little levity, I know.
Why not?
Very. Still 2-2 with 2 out. And the pitch on the way. And it's belted high up in the air. And it is gone. A 3-run homer. Am I correct in saying that?
Just a 2-run homer.
Sorry, 2-run homer.
Right fielder riding.
Off the bat of Martin. That was Martin that did it, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yep.
The right fielder riding for Manitoba was hoping for about 3 more light stands to be built to block that ball back into play, but it wasn't going to happen.
So Martin makes it 13-0 with a 2-run bomb here in the top of the 6th inning.
Quebec's ninth batter this inning, the second baseman, numero 10, Edouard Savoie.
Looking over at the official score, it's a little bit of writer's cramp over there, I think. Just shake it out. Shake out that writer's cramp.
First pitch is up high, 1-0. And I'm getting laryngitis.
No. You could go another 2 games, I think, Bill.
The good thing is it's the last game of the night.
That's right. You have to recharge.
That's right. 0-1 the count. And for a strike, it's 0-2. 0-2 to Savoie.
Nice pitch.
2 for 3 on the night. He's had a good night. But then again, who hasn't so far
It's
for
true.
Team Quebec?
If I had to look through the lineup, there's been a lot of activity.
And the 0-2 pitch. Slowly hit past second base. It's a single. The 17th hit of the game for Team Quebec, and there's a runner on first. And things continue on here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh.
So for the Quebec lineup, to give you an idea of what's going on, all 9 players that started the game have recorded at least a hit.
Good point.
Several have had multiple hits, and all but one player has recorded an RBI.
Oh, wow. That's a total team effort.
It definitely is.
It's going to bring up Michel Dagenet, the catcher. He's had a home run tonight. Runner at first, 2 out. Ball is low, 1-0.
And now I understand what's going on. Savoie is the only Quebec player to have not scored this evening.
Oh, wow. There's a belt down the right side. It is going to be foul, but he got a lot on it. Yeah, he already has 1 home run tonight, and he hit that one a ton.
Yeah, and I think he might help Savoie score if he deposits one over the right field fence.
1-1 the count.
In a game like this, so I would have thought perhaps that the Quebec coaching staff may have given their catcher a bit of a break, but apparently he wants some more at-bats.
Maybe they'll put the catcher in to play in the field.
Maybe. That would be
That's what I would do.
It'd be a nice gesture.
Save him for the next game.
There's more to be played. 2 more games to be sure for
The
3.
2-1 pitch is low. It gets away from the catcher and trotting down the second on the pass ball is Savoie. So now a runner on second, count 3-1.
Thank goodness Tanner Klein, the catcher for Manitoba, is 22 years old. He'll have many years to outlive this inning.
And the pitch is swung on into left field. The ball is drifting back, and he'll make the grab.
Good play by Taves, going back to the warning track to scoop up that deep drive from Dagenet. And Savoie may not score.
6 runs that inning. A lot of hits, too. And the score is 13-0 as we come to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
So Paquette threw 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. He'll look to close out this game. As long as he can hold them to under a few runs, which is entirely possible considering the clean sheet that's gone on so far, this game will be completed.
So you did say if it's 10 runs after 6?
Correct. After 5, actually, but since we're in the 6th
inning, okay.
we still adopt the 10 runs.
So if they don't get 3, actually 4.
Correct.
Correct? Yeah.
It'd have to be a 9-run differential for us to see the 7th inning.
Okay. Just getting clarity because we haven't come up with that so far here in the baseball.
No, we have not. I think there's been some mercy-ended games out at
in Woodsley,
in Woodsley.
Okay. Haven't seen any here that I've seen.
Yeah, I think I may have been working with Justin Prince on one game that was a mercy finish, and same thing, 6 innings.
I know this is my 6th game, and I haven't seen any of them. So
Yeah, I think you're right.
for me, anyway. So
Yep.
Jonathan Paquette.
That's something we like to talk about.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Mercy games are not fun for anyone.
No.
I think.
As we get to the bottom half of 6 here at Lacoste Park.
Dagenet still behind the plate for Quebec.
Okay. Might have been declined to be
The
pulled.
designated hitter, number
May have
39,
declined.
Noah Geekie.
No, Geeky's going to step up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Could be the last inning. We're in the bottom of the sixth. 13-0's our score. Team Manitoba. Ball is hit up into center field, fairly shallow, and it's going to drop for a single. So a single off the bat of Taves, runner on first, and it'll bring up Drew Hillhorst. Hillhorst is 1 for 2.
Pinch hitting for Manitoba, number 7, Carson Dubois.
So substitution for Manitoba. Pinch hitting. Number 7, Carson Dubois from Portage La Prairie. Manitoba, 30-year-old, 6'1".
So Dubois in the game. Pitches inside, 1-0. 1-0 to Dubois. As he pinch hits for Hillhorst.
Correct.
Pitch in for a strike, 1-1. 4 hits for Team Manitoba so far tonight. Pitch is low, 2-1. 2-1 the count.
Good for Coach Shamray to get some of his reserves in the game before their tournament ends.
And the 2-1 pitch is up high. 3-1. 3-1 the count. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Paquette, who started this game, is trying to finish it. And the pitch. Strike 3 call, got him. Called strike 3. And Dubois strikes out.
Number 4, Drew Hillhorst.
So Hillhorst is actually back batting.
Oh, okay.
So the substitution Dubois
Was for Taves.
Was for Taves.
Because Geeky got the hit then, didn't he?
Correct.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So Drew Hillhorst is 1 for 2. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Make it 1-1. 1-1 to Hillhorst. Tanner Klein is on deck. He would be the expected batter up next. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Got a piece of it, but it goes foul. The count goes 1-2. 1-2 to Hillhorst. Pitches up high, make it 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2. Runner at first.
Hillhorst, a gamer.
1 out.
He's going to give you everything he has.
2-2 pitch on the way. It's inside. Make it 3-2. 3-2 the count. And the pitch, he's going to walk him. So a walk to Hillhorst.
The catcher, number 22, Tanner Klein.
Bring up the catcher, Tanner Klein.
Klein shaking out the legs. A little lactic acid definitely built up in the last defensive inning.
So for one officially, he has also a walk. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And the first pitch is swung and hit foul down the right side. Count is 0-1. This has been a long game. And the 0-1 pitch, ground ball to short. Flip the second for one, fires it back to first, double play, and that finishes the game. 6-4-3, game over on the Mercy. 13-0 is our final score. Team Quebec wins it to advance to their next round of play. And Ted, comments on this one before we send it downstairs. Go ahead.
An outright dominant performance from Quebec. Obviously had a good pitching performance from Marquette.
Who has been, by the way, named pitcher or player of the game.
Correct. And we'll wait for his comments.
As well as the two managers. That will be coming up shortly. But that's our score, 13-0 is the final.
And after 6 innings, we have declared
13 runs, 16 hits, compared to no runs and 4 hits. And we're going to just pause for a second or two. We'll come back with a break, and we'll have the press conference forthcoming. We'll be right back.
Jonathan Paquette.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Barron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Tomorrow, all 4 games again will be broadcast here on digital.ca. It's available pay-per-view. bronze medal game will be on at 4, and the gold medal game at 7. Those teams, of course, to be determined. We'll have that for you on the digital.ca game. Again, the games are pay-per-view. Just waiting for that's the last one we talked about, the gold medal game. Just waiting for the live press conference to occur with the two managers and the player of the game, who is Jonathan Paquette, the pitcher.
So a couple of good semis.
And we are now going down to the press conference, and we'll send it downstairs.
Okay, Coach Chambay, let's go with this. This is a hot Quebec team, obviously, defending champions. What was the hopes coming into this game, and what you saw out there? What took place?
They got up on us early. They hammered the ball. They hit the ball I think it looked like they've been hitting it all weekend. So they just continued it. He pitched very well. So hats off to them. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll try and rebound and come back next year and be a little bit better.
Yeah. Obviously, this is a tough tournament. It's a lot of games in a short period of time. How did you feel your team did react to it and compete?
I thought we competed. We got down our first two games. We lost our first two games, and we come back and won. Our bats got hot, and we had to use a little more pitching to get here than what we wanted. And but that's the way it is. And Quebec's good, so we just couldn't handle them.
All right, well, congratulations on the season, Coach. You got here. That's a great start, great experience, and safe journey home. Also joining us, of course, I mentioned Coach J.P. Lemay, and I want to bring in my good friend Dominic Lucier from the Quebec media, who's going to translate for us because my French really sucks, guys. so I'll just go with you, Coach Lemay, and quickly, the last two games for your team, the bats have come alive. Yeah. The pitching's there. Is the team where you want them to be right now?
Alors, dans le fond, Dom demande à Jean-Philippe, étant donné les deux derniers matchs où le Québec a perdu, maintenant a dû gagner ces deux matchs pour accéder à la demi-finale. Donc, les impressions de Jean-Philippe.
We are right where we wanted to be, to play for medal, to play on Sunday. But I want to congrats Manitoba for their tournament. We came here tonight, we were on a mission, and very happy to play tomorrow.
Donc, Jean-Philippe nous dit qu'il est exactement l'équipe Québec est où elle voulait être. Donc, dans la ronde des médailles, il félicite également la formation du Manitoba pour son tournoi.
Appreciate the English, Coach. Your English is much better than my French, so appreciate that very much. Coach, obviously a lot of expectations for this team. You're the defending champions. Came out of the gates in this tournament a little bit slow. What was going on there, and how did you rally the guys to get them to bring their A game?
Well, excuse-moi, Dominique.
Pas de problème. Donc, Dom demande à Jean-Philippe qu'est-ce qu'il a fait pour rallier son équipe et aller mener vers la victoire dans les deux derniers matchs. Voilà.
Right. We have everything we need to take the long road. It's our situation. We have to deal with it. So, one game at a time. We came here tonight with high expectation for us too. We had a lot of veterans like John in this team. So we believe in ourselves and we're going to be ready tomorrow to take more advantage of our opportunities than we did last night against hosts. We'll be ready, and I think it's going to be a great show again for the fans who will be joining us here tomorrow.
En résumé, Jean-Philippe nous mentionne qu'il a tous les éléments en main pour se rendre où il est rendu maintenant et pour aller plus loin. Donc, nous promet que demain, ça sera un match enlevant face à l'équipe hôtesse de Tecumseh.
Okay, one last quick question, Coach. You're going to see Tecumseh again tomorrow. Yep. Obviously, the home team, going to be a huge crowd here. Yeah. You lost earlier in the tournament to them, so I'm sure the revenge is going to be on the mind. How tough is this game going to be, and what it's going to take to pull out a victory here? Well.
Donc, la question est vraiment qu'allez-vous faire pour venir en mesure, dans le fond, de l'équipe de Tecumseh pour demain?
Last night there was a lot of energy in the stadium, all right? And we have a lot of respect for Tecumseh. They had a great tournament, and it's going to be tough tomorrow. But we're going to work harder than we did today, because, like I said, we took the long road and we're ready for this. We're on a mission. We're the defending champ. We'll be ready tomorrow.
Donc, Jean-Philippe mentionne qu'ils seront prêts demain pour affronter Tecumseh. Ça ne sera pas un match facile. Ils vont devoir travailler fort, encore plus fort que ce qu'ils ont fait aujourd'hui, mais ils vont être prêts.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate that. Jonathan Paquette, the player of the game. What a great outing for you. This is a pretty good Manitoba team, and you get to this stage in the tournament, all the teams are good. A four-hit shutout for you, Jonathan. How good did you feel on the mound tonight? And when you get to this point, how much does experience factor in at this point for you?
Donc, Dom demande à Jonathan son expérience, le match. Il le félicite en même temps pour son match de 4 coups sûrs, son blanchissage. Donc, quelle expérience tu as vécu aujourd'hui?
That was a great game. I mean, a great team, like you said, late in the tournament like that, there's no bad lineup. Like, they grinded all game. And, I mean, we play all year just to have the chance to maybe play one or two of those. Amazing stadium, amazing crowd, amazing team. So, I mean, I emptied the tank, left it all out there. We took the long road, so, like, I had to not touch the bullpen as much as possible. So, that was the goal. I think I achieved it. And, yeah, we're right back where we wanted.
Donc, Jonathan mentionne que l'équipe a fait face à l'adversité et a dû composer avec une bonne équipe, étant donné rendu dans ce point dans le tournoi. Donc, c'est toutes des bonnes équipes, c'est toutes des bons line-up. C'est difficile à affronter, mais ils ont fait le travail qu'ils devaient faire. Tout le monde en défensive et Jonathan également.
One last question, Jonathan. Of course, pitching is so vital in this tournament. And again, short period of time, you got to have really good arms. How confident are you in your staff at this point? And again, experience is going to be a huge factor. But the arms that are really this is all about at this point, do you feel confident there?
Donc, Jonathan, Dom mentionne, rendu à ce point-là, l'expérience, le travail d'équipe Québec, qu'est-ce que vous avez apporté pour pouvoir remporter ce match?
Well, the name of the game is pitching, right? So, I mean, that's what we have to do. We still have a bunch of good arms. Like you said, experience is a big part of it. Like these tournaments, it's not just like having good stuff or a good fastball. You got to know how to use it and how to play these amazing hitters. So, we still got a bunch of good arms for tomorrow. I think we're ready for a solid Sunday.
Donc, en résumé, je peux pas vraiment traduire ça. Name of the game is pitching. So, Dom, thank you very much.
Okay. Of course, they give you a bat for player of the game. You're a pitcher, so what the hell are you going to do with that?
I wish for a glove, but that'll do for now.
Congratulations on that. Coaches, appreciate your time. Safe journeys home, and good luck in the future with everything in your baseball. That's our post-game report down here. Dominic Lucier, thank you for your help. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a great night, everybody. Let's go back upstairs to Bill and Ted to wrap it up.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, guys.
Beaucoup.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Merci beaucoup.
Good luck.
25th
Thank you, Coach.
is going
Thank you,
to be Team Quebec against the Tecumseh Thunder. 12 o'clock will be our start time on that one here at Lacoste Park. That's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. That's a pay-per-view on WeDigital.ca.
Big tilt.
Oh,
Noon
yes.
to high noon at Lacoste Park.
Semi-final. 9 a.m. Alberta and Saskatchewan, again, here at Lacoste Park, 9 a.m. start tomorrow morning. And again, that is pay-per-view on WeDigital.ca. And a look at all the games being scheduled tomorrow.
Semifinal winners will move on and play for gold at
Of course,
7
we
o'clock.
don't know the bottom two games, but that's right. All 4 games, Ted, will be available on WeDigital.ca, and it's all on pay-per-view. So that is the story here from Lacoste Park here at Tecumseh. Final score, Quebec wins at 13-0. They advance, as we mentioned. They'll play Tecumseh Thunder tomorrow at noon. We'll see you folks tomorrow here on WeDigital.ca. Good night, everyone.